Hello everyone, welcome back to the part 3 of macroeconomics classical theory of unemployment. Finally, in this video we will be discussing about the classical theory of unemployment and what does it mean. So classical theory of unemployment is or was developed by David Ricardo and J.V. Say and others. It stated that full employment is the normal condition for an economy. Really, guys, it stated that full employment is the normal condition for an entire economy. And according to this theory, wages and prices are flexible, and it creates its own full employment. Okay, it just moves towards the full employment and it is flexible, it adjusts automatically. As we talk about, it is related with the JBC law, most of the concept, because it is made by the JBC law, so obviously it will match some of the assumption and criticism of JBC law. And suppose that even if there is unemployment arise, it's just temporary, it will dissipate after the sometimes. Example given, we will take that suppose unemployment arise, what will happen? Money fall, wage rate decreases because it is flexible, prices are flexible, so it decreases. When it decreases, company hire more. When it hires, employee rises. When employee rises, means employee registered fully. So this is what this classical theory of employment state. Now we'll be talking about the assumption, which is absence of government, and money is only medium of exchange. Saving is equal to investment. Closed economy. Fully employment. It is said that. Full employment is the normal condition for an entire economy, and as we have talked, like absence of government intervention, closed economy, saving equals to investment, money is only medium of exchange, fully employment, and wages and prices are flexible, and self-adjusting economy. Unemployment cannot arise because in an self-adjusting economy, as we can take an example, as I said earlier, like unemployment can arise because it is temporary and dissipate after the sometimes. It's true though, according to the assumption, but in reality it is not. Okay, thus we can make sure to add the same point at the criticism. So criticism will be like self-adjusting economy, right? So criticism could be like economy doesn't adjust automatically because wages and prices are not perfectly flexible, and due to that, so economy may not return to the full employment. And there will be money is demanded more than the transaction, where we could state that according to the this in real life, it is not possible. And when people hold their money, they are holding their money, then there we can see some of the this uh, like it doesn't match with the our statement of JVC law. And then there is supply doesn't create its own demand. And the last point you could take as the full employment is the unrealistic assumption. It is made by the JVC law because it was stating that full employment is you know full employment is a normal condition for an entire economy, but it's not true. Alright, now let's come to the last point, which is its components. And in this topic we'll be discussing about its components, where it has three components: labor market, money market, and product market. So first of all, let's begin with the labor market. Labor market comes to an equilibrium point when demand for labor and supply for labor is equal. At that point, real wage rate is determined, and yeah, when real wage is determined, you can determine the full employment as well. So it comes that if wage rate increases, the demand for labor decreases, At the same time, when wage rate is increases in real wage rate, so the supply of labor it will be increased, because people who will be working as a labor, if the wage increase, obviously they want job and they want to work at any form if it increases in a market. But for the company it's different. If wage increases, they gotta pay more and the work will be done as usual. So they would not prefer to have more labor. But in case if wage decreases, the firm want more because they are paying less and having a lot of work to do with low wage rate. But people will not want to work there because there is low wage rate, so supply of labor decreases. So this is the difference. Like it just has a negative and a positive relation. Like positive relation it does have with the supply of labor, and like positive relation, like it has a supply of labor, because like when wage rate is increasing, supply of labor also increasing, and wage rate is decreasing, supply of labor also decreasing. And the negative relation will be demand for labor. Like when wage rate is increasing, demand for labor decreasing, and wage rate is decreasing, real wage rate is decreasing, and demand for labor it is increasing. Alright guys, this is it, the labor for market. And the next point is product market, where here we will be discussing about the product market, where it comes down to the capital equals to saving is equals to investment. As we have been talking in the assumption, now finally we will get to know what do you mean by this. So like in product market, reaches equilibrium point when saving is equal to investment, and the equilibrium point it is determined by the rate of interest. And furthermore, first of all, let's understand what do you know rate of interest. When rate of interest increases, people want to save more, because if they are saving more, they are holding their money more at bank, then it will then they will get more interest. So when rate of interest increases, saving increases. Rate of interest decreases, saving decreases. It has a positive relation. But in case of investment, when rate of interest increases, investment decreases, because if they invest in something, then its rate of interest is higher, they gotta pay more. But if rate of interest is decreases, they would invest more, because even if they're investing, they are getting the profit, so they can pay back the half amount of the interest and just keep the half amount of profit with themselves. So it has a negative relation. Now let's understand what is saving is equal to investment. Like there is total income and total expenditure. When do we do total income minus expenditure? Total income means consumption plus saving. Total income is what is your income. Your income is saving and plus consumption, which you have the right amount earning, and minus total expenditure. What do you know like what do you buy. Like if you buy something, then that automatically be that will be your expenditure, means consumption. If you buy something, then that will be your consumption, plus if you invest something, that will be your expenditure, obviously. So saving, total income means consumption plus saving, whereas total expenditure means consumption plus investment. And if you look down, if we just cut down the consumption and consumption, there will remain saving and investment, and that's why it's called saving and investment. And when saving and investment are equal, then according to the JVC law, product market reaches to an equilibrium point. So equilibrium point is determined by the rate of interest. Alright guys, this is it for the second point, and the last one is money market. We are done with the labor market and the product market. Now let's be done with the money market, where there are like money market is the classical theory which is developed by Fisher equation, which is mv equals to py, where m is denoted as quantity of money, v is denoted as real auto, which is means real money, real income, and p means price level, where v means velocity of circulation of money, how faster the money changes, money flows. And it is said that when prices and it stated that price level is determined by quantity of money when real output and velocity of circulation of money, it is constant. Okay, here m when m increases, sorry, when price level increases, so no, no, like when quantity of money increases, then price level increases. Okay, so it does have a positive relation. Money Quantity of money increases, price level increases. Quantity of money decreases, price level decreases. Therefore, so m, which is quantity of money, it only affects the price level, it doesn't affect the v and y. V means velocity of their circulation, and y means real output, means real income. It doesn't affect that, both of them remain constant. At that time, we can say that, you know price level is determined by quantity of money. So in figure, you got explaining the exam for this product, money and labor market, and explain that. And at last, you got some criticism: supply doesn't create its own demand, money is more than the transaction, economy doesn't adjust itself automatically, the assumption of full employment is unrealistic. Alright guys, now we are done with this chapter 3. This was the last part, and in our last upcoming video we'll be discussing about the Keynesian theory of unemployment from chapter 4. And yeah, till then, take it, bye bye.